offices, houses, apartments, condos, businesses, lease. That came up yesterday, but I passed it by. Good morning, Greg. Okay, it's gone already. Let's fix the heat. Feels good in here?
Yes.
What do you think?
Lovely.
Is the room comfortable?
Yes.
Nice today. I think so too. Yeah. So that was a carryover from yesterday. What can we say about today's weather? Sunny. Clear sky. How does it feel?
Good. Good.
Did someone say
Good.
cool?
Chilly.
Cool. Chilly? Cool, chilly morning. What will happen during the day? During the day,
Rise temperature.
the rise in the temperature. So we'll say the temperature
Wow.
temperature will increase, go up, rise. So this morning I looked in my car. There's a thermometer there, and it said that it was 58 degrees this morning. By the time we leave here today, probably close to 70. So it's going up during the day. So everyone here yesterday?
Yes.
You didn't get one. Anyone else that wasn't here yesterday? Let me ask you a few questions and see how we do. I'll pick some here. What month is Columbus Day in? October. Who was the second president of the United States? Pardon? John Adams. You should say John Adams because there were two Adams. Yes. John Adams and his son, John Quincy Adams. Just like we had George Bush and George Bush, his son. When is Independence Day?
July. 4th July.
4th of July. Who is on the $1 bill?
No, Washington.
When was Lincoln president?
Silver.
During the Civil War. Which state has the most people?
California.
What month is Labor Day in?
September.
September. How many states in the United States?
50.
What is the capital of the United States?
Washington.
D.C.
Washington.
Mohammed, the capital of the United States. How many senators are there?
100.
How many from each state?
Two.
What is the largest state? Alaska. What colors on the are on the U.S. flag?
Red, white.
Who lives in the White House?
President and her family.
And family. What was the first state to sign in the Declaration of Independence? Delaware. What country is south of the United States? South of the U.S. Mexico. What country is north of the United States? When is President's Day?
Oh, February.
February. Good. Good quick review. So we're going to start with this one today. Take one and dance these down. Extras. Enough? Extra? Let's take a look at a few terms that I want to make sure we all have. Interview. What is an interview?
Meet.
Meet and talk. Yeah, meet and talk. Now we're talking about jobs here in this story. But an interview can be for anything. Application.
Forma.
What is an application?
CV resume
For what?
for a job or
More?
any job.
Yeah, more.
Like
Other
what?
official.
Pardon? What else do you apply for?
Study.
School. Rent a house. Application is the form you fill out to get something that you want. Application. We didn't talk about this one. What is a recommendation?
Information.
What kind of information? Warren.
Information.
What kind of information?
CV. CV.
Like what? An example.
Name, date.
A recommendation means someone speaks for you about you. For example, if I am looking for a job and I have someone that can say something about my skills, that person will give me a recommendation to say something good about me.
Someone recommend me or support me.
Well, it wouldn't necessarily be the government. It's a recommendation is to say something positive about someone. Recommendation. This is what's given. I give a recommendation about my friend for a job. That's what I give, a recommendation. Reference. What is a reference?
His name,
Spouse. Spouse.
job,
Similar to this, a reference. Yes. To say something positive about someone. Reference.
Employee.
Employee.
employee,
What is that?
Worker.
The worker.
employer,
What is that?
employer,
Manager.
who hire,
The one who gives the job.
Yeah.
Okay. E-R.
Interview.
Interview.
What is that? Interviewee.
Interview.
Give interview.
Pardon?
Person to give.
That's this one.
The interviewer. The
Interviewee is the worker who wants the job. Okay. E-E-E-E. So, if I'm the manager of the company. I need employees. I'm going to interview some employees, possible employees. So I am the interviewer. I'm doing the interviewing, my job. Who do I interview? The interviewee. Well, interviewer, interviewee, employer, employee, and the last one here, previous. What does that mean? What was the word? Before. Before. So if I said, today is Tuesday. What was the previous day?
Monday.
Monday. Previous. So if I said, I'm interviewing for a job, I'm the interviewer. What was your previous job? That means the job before. So I might say, tell me all your previous jobs. All of them before. Previous. Take a look at this. This is a kind of a standard format for job history. Notice up on the top it says position, company, from, to, and then on the right-hand side, duties. So what does position mean? Pardon? The position is the actual work at the job position. So, say for example, cashier, manager, pardon? Administrative officer,
Yes.
nurse, position. Company is the name of the business, and when it says from and to, what does that mean?
What?
When you start,
Yes.
when you start. And duties, what does that mean? Duties.
What?
Notice here it says administrative assistant. So over here on duties, it doesn't say anything. But what would an administrative assistant do? Duties are what you do. So for example, my position here is ESL teacher. So my duties are to what? Provide lessons, provide paper, pencils, make sure the room is comfortable, all the things that go into doing that job. So down at the bottom, it says reason for leaving. So of the one up on top, it says, I left to attend school. And the next one, I moved. So most job applications will ask that question. So we have to think about how we answer that for a person reading it who's going to be thinking about you, what you're like. So what are some things you would not want to say? What are some things that, here's some things that are good to say. I'm going to school, I moved. What else could a person say that may not be a good thing? I've seen people do this. I did not like the company. Right down here. Reason for leaving. I did not like the company. So, the next person reading that will say, oh, maybe they're not going to like me either. So usually you have to be careful about things you say that can be good for you or bad for you. I did not like my workers. You have to stay away from saying negative things. So this next part had to do with a a listening tape, which I don't have, but we'll go down here at the bottom and we'll just run through these. Some possible things that people do. The first one is a cashier. Okay, do we all know cashier?
Give cash,
Many money
come.
counting.
Counting payment.
Yeah.
In today's world, cashier, no money. Credit card. More credit cards than cash. Desk clerk. What is that? What is a desk clerk? What is a clerk? Like a receptionist. The person, when someone comes in up here at the desk, we've got 2 librarians that are there a lot. You notice that the 2 women are there. They are the desk clerks. They are library assistants, but they are clerks. You'll see other people walking around. They are also librarians, but they're not at the desk. So Oscar said receptionist. That's kind of a good explanation. Next one, answered the phone. What is that? Reception again, but telephone receptionist. And the last one, talk to guests.
Speaking.
Pardon? Yes, customer assistance. So you notice if you go to a store, you'll see people at the cashier, you'll see people walking around helping people. Let's go down here to this little conversation between Miss Cardoza and Dalva. Who wants to be Miss Cardoza? Ruba? Okay, you'll be Miss Cardoza and Dalva. Okay? You'll be Dalva. Okay? And we're having a conversation.
Miss Rosa, good afternoon. Miss Mendes,
Don't, this is telling who's talking, so you don't need to say that. Just the conversation. Go ahead, Ruba.
Miss Rosa, good afternoon.
No, don't say Miss Cardoza.
Yeah.
That's just telling me that you're going to talk. Start with good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Miss Mendes, please sit down. I have your application here. You wear a desk
Clerk.
at the
Fairview.
Fairview Hotel, and we hope that you wear a cashier. Is that right?
Okay. Dalva.
I was.
He was a administrative assistant at the Fairview Hotel. I was a desk clerk. He was a desk clerk.
Okay.
I was an administrative assistant.
Hold on.
Oh, yes.
You want to say, oh yes.
Oh yes, that's right. What kind of work did you do?
I checked the stations and sent
Sent what? Memos.
So you did not answer the phone or talk to ghosts?
Yes.
Guests.
Yes.
No, I did not help you
Talk.
talk to theirs, but I learned quickly and speak many languages.
Languages.
Did you work in the evening?
No, I didn't work in the evenings. I finished at 6:30 p.m.
Thank you, Mrs. Mendes. we will call you.
Very good. Typical interview conversation. Asking about work experience. Notice making things clear. What the person did, maybe they read it and made a mistake. And also if they're asking, do you work evenings? Or excuse me, did you work in the evenings? So often in an interview, they will ask questions about when can you work? When have you worked? During the day, afternoon, evening, nights, weekends, and so on. Very typical. What is an office? What is an administrative assistant? Assistant. What is
Secretary.
assistant? What is an assistant?
The second point of administrative officer.
Someone who helps someone else. So if you have an assistant, they have someone that they assist to help. The manager, the boss, the superintendent, the person who is in charge. Administrative assistant. Let's go back to go to the second side, and some words in here. We just want to make sure that we understand each of these. And let's start here. Abdul, want to start the first paragraph?
Read about job interviews. Underline any words. The job interview is an important step in getting a job. Yes, application is important. A well-presented application can help you get an interview, but a bad interview means no job. There are many things that interviewers are looking for in an interview. Among other things, the employer wants an employee who has a positive attitude and is confident. Employer knows that a worker with a good attitude will probably work hard and stay on the job.
Very good. Okay, next one, Abdul Rahman, you want to do that? Prospective.
Employee will show confidence in money was in the interview.
Okay, hold on. Prospective employee. Prospective means maybe get the job. Possible employee. Prospective employee. Confidence, what is that? You are a confident person, has confidence. Confidence is what you have if you are a confident person. What does that mean? Confidence.
I want
Mohammed's trying. He's using sign language. I can do it. Yes. I believe in myself. I can do it. So when you have kids and their first day on a bicycle, oh, no confidence. Or, oh, I'm going to ride my bicycle. Oh, I did it. Confidence.
I know
So-
he is able person.
You what?
I know he is able person.
You able person. Yes. Believes they can do it. Yes. Confidence. That's the belief in something. Go Roman, keep going.
For example, he or she will look the employer in the eye and give firm handshake. He or she will speak confidently and listen
Listen.
carefully to the question. The interview will
Well, hold
also
on, interviewee. Notice the double E at the end. Yeah.
will also dress nicely and
Nicely.
and be prepared for the interview. All of these things, along with not smoking, eating, or chewing gum, will ensure a good interview.
So it's telling us some do's and don'ts. Firm handshake. Very common in U.S. interviewee is the handshake. Okay, it's a mean of greeting, but it's changing. The world is changing. And we know that some people now do different things, or instead of handshake, some people do this. Okay, an act of I respect you, I see you. Because of COVID, lots of handshakes stopped. Many people now use what's called a fist bump. You know a fist bump? Oh. Yeah. There we go, fist bump. So, depending on the circumstance. Hang on. Hello? Hello? Notice here how they use these words, interviewee and interviewer in their story. Some do's and don'ts that it said, be confident. It also talks about things that are not a good idea. This is old, and I don't think people smoke in offices anymore, but they used to. Chewing gum, you know that. So take a look down here on part E and see if you can match the left side and the right side. Be right back. What? Yes. Match these with these. So let's go down here to part E, and the first one, along with, including. Right. We noticed that yesterday with our apartments, it talked about the word included, comes with, include. Next one, among other things.
There are many things, one of this.
I think
There are many things, one of them is.
Notice G, among other things. That's your point. Next one, employee,
Worker,
the worker, H. Next one, employer,
company bus supervisor.
okay, what letter is that? What letter?
A.
A. Number 5, firm.
H.
For purpose of this, because we're talking about jobs, we know the word firm means strong, but also we use it in a different way. If someone says, oh, what is the name of your firm? It's the name of your company.
Your company.
Yes, firm. Pardon? Amazon is a firm. Number 6, interviewee,
The person interview who is looking for a job.
looking for a job. Yep. Letter F, interviewer,
The person giving the interview.
the person giving the interview. And number 8, prospective, possible in the future.
Perspective.
Prospective. Okay, just a few job-related things. I think we'll go back here and finish up yesterday. Let's see if I can find this one.
Yes.
Everyone have this one? You have it? Okay. Everyone? From yesterday? Yes. Second side. This one? Yes. Let's take a look at, on the second, well, let's go back to the other side and just kind of quickly review what we went over yesterday. Separation of powers is the first image. The next one was the interaction with the 3 parts of government. This third part over here is the 2 main political parties in the U.S. And down here, executive branch. The executive branch, it's like a tree. When we think about the branch of a tree, it means the parts of the tree. This branch, this branch. We think about a bank. Chase Bank, Royal Oak, Detroit, Southfield. Which branch do you want to go to? Which branch? Parts of something. We know that the number 8, the president is elected every
4 years.
4 years. And the next election, 2028. So number 9, the president is,
The head of the
we
executive.
can come up with many different answers. The president is what?
Head of the executive.
Head of the executive branch. If you said, the president is Donald Trump. Correct. Yes.
Head of the government.
Pardon?
Head of the government.
The president is head of the executive branch. The president is not the head of the legislature. The president is not the head of the judiciary. The president is the head of the executive. So we have to remember that. Number 11, the vice president is elected by the president.
Not elected, but appointed.
He
Appointed.
is currently,
Kamala Harris.
Pardon, who is the vice president?
Jerry.
When it says he is appointed by the president, this is how that works. The last election in 2024, Trump selected Vance to run as his vice president. Okay. It was his choice. He selected him. So even though on the ballot, when people choose, they would see president and vice president together. That's how it would look. What happens if Vance decides he doesn't want to be vice president? We have a vice president right now. And the vice president can say, I quit. Or maybe he has an accident and dies. Now what? No vice president? What, pardon?
Another big one.
Who will decide?
President.
The president will decide. Okay. To someone else in that position. Number 12. The cabinet, remember the cabinet? Here, this long list we can hardly see. The cabinet is appointed by the president and Congress has to say yes or no. They have to approve. 2 cabinet level positions. Secretary of State,
Secretary of Education.
Secretary of Education. Right now, there is still a Department of Education. Maybe they'll change that, but the two main positions. Notice here, these are in order for a reason. So the top one is Secretary of State. And the second one is Secretary of, can you read it? Number 2. in this list, right here, Secretary of State and Secretary of the
Secretary of
Treasury. What is Treasury? Treasure.
Money.
Money.
And
Yes. Secretary of State and Secretary of Treasury. The two most important people in the cabinet. They're all important, but those two are very important. Let's see. If the president can no longer serve,
Who become president?
who is next?
Vice
Vice President.
Vice President.
Then who is the next one?
Speaker of the House.
So over here you would see Vice President, and then over here you'd have the Speaker of the House. Who is the Speaker of the House? Pardon? What's his name? Do we know him? Johnson? So the legislative branch has two parts. This is number 15. What are the two parts of two parts of the legislative branch?
House.
And Senate. Number 16, Congress. What does Congress do?
Make a law. Law.
Two things. Spend money. The money that comes out of the government comes from Congress. Not the courts, not the president. It comes from the legislature. Two things they do. Number 17, the House of Representatives has how many people? 435. Michigan has how many?
30.
Michigan has 13 representatives. How often are they elected?
2 years.
Every 2 years. How many times can they run for office?
More.
More. 4? 5? 6? 10? As long as they want. They can keep running. No limit. No limit.
19.
Your representative is
Speaker of the House.
Hamtramck, Shri Panadar is your representative. Down here in 20, it says 14th district, but now it is 13, because Michigan lost one. One time it had 14, and now only 13. Number 21, the Senate has how many members?
100.
100. How many from each state? 2. How often do they run for office? Every
6 years.
Every 6 years. Every 6 years. How many times can they run?
24 hours.
How many times can they run?
24
Or no limit.
24 hours.
24 hours? No, well, yes, kind of. They can run and run and run and run as long as people elect them. No limit.
Unlimited.
President 2 times. 2 times. 4 years, 4 years. That's it.
Yeah.
U.S. Senators from Michigan, we have 2. Gary Peters and Alyssa Slotkin are the two senators from Michigan. Okay, just kind of a review of our government, the federal government. And we will spend more time talking about the government, and because we live in a city here in Hamtramck, and there are government things that they do that are very important. Moving right along. Let's see, which one do I want to do first? We'll switch gears. We're going to talk about spaghetti and meatballs. Anyone heard of spaghetti and meatballs? Yes?
Yes.
What kind of a restaurant would have that? Spaghetti and meatballs. Chinese? Italian, yes. Italian restaurant. And now today, American restaurant, spaghetti and meatballs. And this is a recipe. Take one, pass one. Matt, one for you. Extra one? No problem. See you tomorrow. We have class tomorrow. No day off. Sorry. Oscar wanted a day off.
Sila naman may tayo sa
So this is a menu. Well, it's not a menu, but it's a recipe. Do we know the word recipe? What is a recipe?
Ingredients. Things. Ingredient.
Ingredients. Ingredients are the things you use in your cooking. Ingredients. The foods that you use. The recipe is how you use them. The directions for using. So we'll take a look here. It says ingredients, 2 jars of tomato sauce, 2 eggs, 1 onion, 1 package of spaghetti. Do we all know spaghetti? No? Do you know spaghetti? Okay. 2 pounds of ground beef. I'll show you a picture of spaghetti.
Here are some images of spaghetti from the web. Take a look.
I don't see any good pictures.
This is the future.
There.
This one.
You all know spaghetti?
Yes.
What's another word for spaghetti? Noodles. Many people will say noodles. There are all kinds of noodles. Spaghetti noodles are the long ones. They look like hair. Okay?
Yes.
And some are thick, some are thin, some are curly. Different kinds of spaghetti noodles. It doesn't tell us what kind. And it doesn't tell us how much in the package either. 1 package. Usually it's 1 pound. Do we know pound? Yeah. And then it says for ground beef, it says 2 pounds of ground beef. What is ground beef?
Beef or cow.
Yes, beef is from a cow and it's chopped up. Okay, like in a hamburger. Do we know hamburgers?
Ground beef beef.
Hamburgers usually are made from ground beef. Pardon?
Salt.
Pepper. Do we know pepper?
Salt, pepper, powder.
Pepper refers to the black powder from the pepper. Yeah. Yeah. So we know the word peppers, chili peppers, bell peppers with an S. Okay. But pepper is a spice. Yeah.
Pepper, black pepper.
And remember Christopher Columbus? Remember him?
Yeah.
He was going to India because he wanted some pepper. It's very valuable pepper. So let's take a look down here at the instructions. What does instruction mean? Instructions.
How to make
How to make something. What to do. What to do first. What to do second. Third, fourth. Instructions. So it says instructions. Cook the pasta according to package directions. Well, I guess the package must have the directions on it, I hope.
Yeah.
This next one, number 2, combine eggs, chopped onion. What does that mean, chopped onion? Cut up in small pieces. Salt and pepper in large bowl. Add the beef and mix well. Shape the mixture into approximately 48 balls and fry until cooked. Approximately, what does that mean?
About
About 48.
how many balls?
Then heat the tomato sauce for 10 minutes on medium heat. What is medium? Not high, not low, in between. Add the meatballs and simmer for 15 minutes. What does that mean, simmer?
Over low.
Low heat. Not heavy heat, like frying. Simmer is low heat. Then add the pasta and serve. This is the most lazy recipe. Oh my gosh. So when I make, it says here, 2 jars of tomato sauce, I make my tomato sauce. Make it yourself. So let's put these words together. Add.
Eggs, onion, salt.
Pardon? Add. Okay. Look up here in the story. What does it tell you to add? Add tomato sauce. Okay, I see here, number 5. Add
Add
what?
onion.
Add the meatballs. Okay. Add the beef. You see beef? Okay. Next one, combine. Combine what? Eggs, onion, salt, and pepper.
Then add pasta.
Then shape, what does that mean? Shape, to make something in a certain size. Shape the mixture. And next one, cook the pasta and heat
Tomato.
the tomato sauce. Now, on part C, it wants you to they didn't give us this. They didn't give us the reading part for this. We're gonna let this one go because I don't like it. Skip that one. There's a reading part that didn't come with this. And it wasn't a good recipe either. I'll give you one day, I'll give you a good spaghetti and meatball recipe. Pardon?
I need egg, man. I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
Yes.
You want spaghetti and meatballs?
Yeah.
It's good. Spaghetti and meatballs is good. And you need 2 sheets on this one. This and this. Okay. Two parts. You need 2 different parts. Okay? Extra? Any extras? Thank you. This is history, U.S. history, and it's interesting. And the first page has a picture of the U.S. And I'll pull this. Put my map upside down backwards. Okay, notice that the map that they gave you is the US map, and notice that the lines here are hard to read, but this is the first colonies. Then you see some other spaces in here, and then the space over here, and then a big piece of land over here on the west. And down below was Mexico and Texas. So what's important here is to remember that what we see as the United States today, the political map was very different at different times. And remember that there were different countries in Europe that wanted this land. England, France, Spanish. Those are the main ones. Not so much Germany. At one time, New York, we know New York? New York was a colony of Holland. Holland, yes. Yeah. But it didn't last too long. So those three main ones. And they did not get along. English and the French. The French and Spain. England and Spain. Fighting for land. So I want you to take a look at this second page and read it on your own for a minute, then we'll read it together. And then we'll read it in a minute. We're going to make a quick phone call. to read this together, but I want to go back to this picture in the front. And you have to remember that there are certain parts of the geography that affected what people could and could not do. Over here on the coastal waters, you have to remember early history. There's no roads, so if you want to go from here to here, you can use the water. People go along the coastline. Then here, through here are small mountains. Flat land, you get out here, huge mountains.
Huge.
Yes. With snow on top all year long.
One side small.
Pardon?
One side small.
No. These are old mountains. Old mountains, millions of years old, and every year the mountain wears down.
Down.
These mountains, every year, bigger. Like, do you know the Himalaya mountains? Every year, bigger. It's pushing up.
Yeah.
They're getting taller. Not much, just a little bit over time. So, when the United States moved westward, we remember that the first president was George Washington. Then after George Washington was Adams, John Adams. And then the third president was Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. So, in here in our story, it says in 1803, the United States doubled in size. Doubled, what does that mean? Two times, yeah. Here's the size, now it's the size, this big. And notice on your little map, which doesn't show very well, but I'll just explain it to you. You'll notice that, can you find Michigan in there, the mitten? There's a line through it on your map. Do you see it? There's a line there. And on one side of the line, it says Indian Territory. What did that mean?
Territory.
For who? For Indians. Native Americans could live there. How did they get there? They were pushed there. From here, they were told, you must leave. So it was, you know, we talked about the colonies and so on. But then this part, in the middle, it says, you can hardly read this. Louisiana, right here, this center part. Louisiana. Louisiana is now a state. It's just this little part down here. But this was all owned by the King of France. The King of France owned that. And then if you went further west, you'd see it says New Spain. Where is Old Spain? Where is Old Spain?
Cuba.
Pardon?
Cuba.
Where is Spain? Where is Spain today?
Europe.
In Europe. Remember Spain and Christopher Columbus?
Yeah.
And so they said, Spain said, I'm going to have this new land. So we'll call it New Spain. Okay. And that included, if you look down here, no Mexico yet. No Mexico. This was part of New Spain, owned by Spain. Up here on the top, you'll see it says British possessions. Up at the top, that's this. Canada. Canada. Who owned it?
England.
England. So you see three main countries here. We have the English, the French, and the Spanish, and this new country that's almost brand new. 1803. That's not far. That's not a long time from when it became the United States. Let's read this first paragraph over here. Kamayun. First paragraph.
In 1803, the United States doubled in size. When President Thomas Jefferson was
Huge. Notice that GE gets a J sound. Huge means big.
began from the French. It included all the land between the Mississippi River and the Rocky Mountains. This deal is known as the Louisiana Purchase.
Here to here. Louisiana Purchase. Take a paragraph of this.
Jefferson who had armies named Meriwether, Royal and
Lewis.
Lewis and William Clark were explored for England. They led an
Expedition.
expedition of about 40 men from
St. Louis. Missouri River. So here is, over here, St. Louis. And notice here is the Missouri River. Okay. Keep going. Their purpose.
The purpose was to look for a road to the
Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean. Ocean.
And find out more about this inland. Their
Voyage.
voyage began in May of
1804 or 1804. Yeah. So they started here and went up the Missouri River. No roads, remember. Okay. On their travels over here. Next one. Yeah.
On their travels across America, they had many adventures. In North Dakota, they made friends with the
Sacagawea.
a Native American of the Shoshone tribe. She joined the expedition as a guide. She helped them get along with the native people they met during their trip. She knew where to find plants to eat and how to make toast. One time, as they crossed the Rocky Mountains, they almost starved and had to eat their horses. Luckily, a group of Native Americans helped them and gave them food.
Give them food. You have to remember that horses were very valuable. And they had to eat them or starve.
From starvation.
Starvation, yeah. Next one.
In 1905, the expedition finally reshaped the
Pacific
Pacific me and
Pacific Ocean.
Pacific me and then
Wait, ocean.
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 And then plant around and came all the way back. In September 1806, Lewis and Clark returned to
St. Louis.
St.
St. Louis, ST. I'm going to do that in a minute. We haven't talked about that.
Was money people thought
Hold
they
on.
were
Wait 1 second. Return to St. Louis. That's a place. St. Louis. St. Louis. Abbreviated with an ST, and I'll come back to that in a second. Keep going. Many people.
many people thought they were dead because they had been gone for almost 2 and half years. However, Lewis and Clark had
Discovered. Away.
Away to the west and made friends with many of the
Native American tribes.
The immediately become national
Heroes.
heroes.
What is a hero? What is a hero? What? I heard Superman. Pardon? A brave person. Yes. Usually when we say a person is a hero, it's a brave person who does something good. It's a positive thing. Hero. So, notice here, mountains. Okay. Flatland. Rivers. All this is important. So I'm going to go back here to a little bit of things I didn't cover before. Street. ST at the end is usually street. Okay. Right over here. St. Aubin Street. In front, it's a abbreviation for St. Aubin Street. What does saint mean? Saint. Saint. Anybody have an idea? It's a title of great respect for a person who did something extraordinary. Yes. Usually regarding religion. So, and you have to remember that there are many religions in Catholic religion, like you see Saint Stanislaus, St. Florian Church, the big one down there.
Yes.
St. Florian. He was a person. St. Florian was a person. And the church said, we'll give him great respect. They called him a saint.
Religious person.
A religious person. Now, I've done a little, for those of you that are Islamic, there were saints in Islamic tradition as well. Today, they don't use that term so much. A person in Islam who is given great respect or given the title Imam, and some other terms that are from long ago. So this is in front, it refers to saint. At the end, it refers to street. So right down here is St. Alban Street. He was a person at one time. Okay. Pardon? Alban, that's an A. St. Alban. It's right, Lumpkin. The next one is Alban. Down the street. So, some other words in here I wanted to do, but I'll do them tomorrow. But, expedition. What is an explorer? Looking for something that nobody knows. Remember Christopher Columbus? He didn't know what he's going to find. He said he was an explorer. Lewis and Clark? What's going to be out there? I don't know. They were explorers. But when you explore and you do it on foot, it's called an expedition. There were no trains, no cars, no planes. Expedition. We're going to finish this tomorrow. And I hope that Mohammed gets some spaghetti and meatballs because he's really
Very hungry.
I'm hungry. I brought an apple and a hard-boiled egg. You know hard-boiled egg?
Yeah.
Hard-boiled.
Full boil.
Hard.
Full boil.
Okay, see you tomorrow. I'm very busy tomorrow. Pardon? Tomorrow after class. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Yes.
At the
He knows.
Yeah. Well, I will talk with you tomorrow. I have a meeting right now, so I can't stay.
I wait here after class.
Tomorrow,
Yeah, tomorrow.
not today.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Okay.
Very good.